Now you may be wondering why I'm showing you a book on textiles, but it's not just textiles, because textile artists also use sketchbooks. They have wonderful ways with using colour and creating texture, and I think it's very relevant for mixed media artists. Now, if you've been on my channel for a while, you may have heard me mention for many years I studied and worked with textiles. I absolutely love textiles. I did lots of hand embroidery, I did collage, I used fabrics and wool and paints, and I combined them all to create textile art. So it's something that is very special to me, and I wanted to share this book with you because I think this lady, Moy Mackay, is so talented. And this book is The Art of Moy Mackay, an inspirational guide to painting with felted fibres and stitch. Now, it was originally published by Search Press in 2018, and this is the 2023 edition. It's a beautiful hardback book with 160 pages. Now we're going to straight away have a look inside. Now, there are two other books also by Search Press. Just to make sure we can see this. But I absolutely love the colours and the effects that you get with using textiles. And as I've mentioned, textile artists use sketchbooks as well, so you can always get ideas, especially if you're into mixed media. So we have in here the contents. We have introduction, materials and equipment, inspiration, developing ideas, colour, composition and perspective, texture and embellishment. We've got mark making, felting techniques, choosing your colours, how to carding, colour charts, layering and wet felting, needle felting, free machine embroidery, hand embroidery and finishing. And then we have the projects. We have landscape with Loch Lomond, animals, a Highland cow, still life, a vase of flowers, and architecture, an Edinburgh doorway with a final word and index. Now, I absolutely just love the effects you can get, but you can see all of these effects you could transfer into just painting if you wanted, and you could use them for your mixed media. But obviously don't copy, just use this book for inspiration. That's very important. I think you'll be really inspired by the colours. So if you love bright and beautiful, you've definitely got it in here, but we've also got misty and moody colours. And I just think how wonderful. So even with, you know, you may think it's very hard to create light and shadow and everything, but an experienced textile artist can just create the most beautiful work. Now we start off with the materials and equipment. Now I will just go through this bit quickly. I have no experience of needle felting. I think it's wonderful. It's something if it was a few years ago and I was still working with textiles, I would definitely be trying this. But I'll just skim through that bit here. But it's got everything you need to know about needle felting. And then we move on to the art equipment. So sketchbook, pens and pencils, pastels, paintbrushes and paints, and other useful art tools. Now, a lot of textile artists do use pastels a lot. You get lovely soft effects with pastels. Now we have inspiration. And I mean, just look at the colours here. You can really see the movement in the sky and the sea. Really lovely. Now we have observation. So we have some sketchbook studies and a photo, and then the finished painting here. And the same again, we have lots of photographs here, building your collection. Sketching and painting outside. And a case study, meadow grazing. So we have a little pencil graphite study. We have a lovely, beautiful sketchbook study. So experimenting with different media, and then the finished painting. And then, have I missed a page? No, I thought I'd missed a page. Now look at this for a sketchbook. Absolutely beautiful. So you can see how, now I'm mentioning to you the sketchbooks. There's so much inspiration in here for keeping a sketchbook and for really understanding your colours and the effects you can achieve. Absolutely beautiful. The ram there. dog. And working from your sketches or a photo, and examples of colours here, blood orange sky, such dramatic images in here. So again, we have the sketchbook study, and we've got variations on a theme. Set yourself a time limit so you can challenge yourself with your sketches. Again, beautiful sketchbook study and a finished image there. Creating a sample. So this is sheep in a poppy field. Experimenting with colour. Beautiful, beautiful colours. Examples of the fibres there that you could use. We've got summer barns. And we move on to colour. So talking about colour. So picking your palette, conveying with colour. We have a case study here. Experimenting with multiple colourways. This is all relevant to any art that you're doing, especially your mixed media or your abstract art. We've got case study of a seascape, composition and perspective. We've got panoramas here, and then how it translates into the fibres. And then we've got texture and embellishment. So if you're into mixed media, this is something that'd be quite interesting for you. Then we have the felting techniques. So as I mentioned, this is not something I've done, it's something I've always wanted to try. I'm probably not going to do it now at this stage, but I just think what a beautiful book. All step by step. This book has everything you need. So if you're interested in needle felting, I would definitely say get a copy of this book. How beautiful. And then we move on to free machine embroidery. Now I never used the machine, I always did the free stitches by hand. I absolutely love working by hand with my embroidery. It was so relaxing. I could lose a day just stitching. And then we have the projects here. So Doc Lomond. Again, this is more relevant to the actual needle felting if you're interested in that. I think this would be such a beautiful book. Then we've got landscapes, further inspiration, the Highland Cow. Such a wonderful book. I say, even if you don't want to learn needle felting, to me this was worth it for all the sketchbook studies, and just because I love working with fibres for many years. And if this book had come out years ago, I would definitely have been trying needle felting. So there we go. For me, the colours are absolutely wonderful. Vase of flowers, some more inspiration, and the doorway. So we nearly got to the end of the book. Oops. Don't want to miss those last few pages. And further inspiration. And the final word and index. So there we go. A beautiful, beautiful book for anyone who's interested in textile arts or just some inspiration for your sketchbooks. And just to show you, don't dismiss a book on textile art, because you can get so many ideas about colour and texture that you can put into your mixed media painting.